former Cy Young Award winner Rick Sutcliffe and former World Series champion Alex Cora. This is baseball tonight. I'm at Nimberg. We'll get the lead out of the way. Such in a very good mood because the Chiefs won, and you won your bet with Aaron Boone.
And you run a tennis team in high school, right? let's not forget that.
A lot of revelations being disclosed here today. We'll get to the NL Central race in just a second, but big news, guys. Out in Los Angeles for Don Mattingly and his Dodgers looking to clinch the West. Hanley Ramirez off Wade Miley, 19th homer of the year.
And Miley trying to come in with Hanley, leaves a fastball down the middle. That leg kick, perfect timing. I mean, his swing is perfect this season. Took advantage of it.
Martin Prado lining one down the right field lineup. Ricky Nolasco. D-backs tied the game at 3.
Now, Nolasco had 12 outstanding starts in a row after the trade over from Miami. Scuffled the last couple of times out. He might be taking himself out of a postseason start.
Later in the inning, D-backs up 4-3. Wade Miley deep to left for a double as Didi Gregorius and Parra scored. D-backs got 6 in the third. They're up 6-3. To the top of the 7th, the Dodgers trailing at 6-5, and it's Ramirez again. 4 for 5, 2 homers, and 4 ribbies.
Alex, he's just happy, isn't he?
He's a happy guy. He's playing shortstop, with a good team. Nothing against the guys in Miami, but still, he's back at shortstop, and he wants to prove that he belongs to it in L.A.
Top of the 8th, there's A.J. Ellis off Josh Colmenter, his 8th of the year.
That's an amazing story right there. I remember a couple years ago when A.J. Ellis didn't hit home runs in batting practice, and now he's gone deep 8 times during this regular season.
Bottom of the 9, 2 outs. Kenley Jansen gets Aaron Hill to flat to left, and the Los Angeles Dodgers win it 7-6. They take the National League West, and there is an image that every ball player can appreciate.
I think one of the best things that Don Mattingly did was when he made the change at closer. Jansen has been lights out since he took over that role.
And look at this, the Dodgers coming back out for a dip in the pool at Chase Field. We got belly flops. Even Adrian Gonzalez enjoying the jacuzzi.
Michael Young, too.
There's a couple of class guys right there, and if they're out there doing it, I have no problem with it.
We'll talk more about it in just a second. Dodgers clinching their first NL West title since 2009. Hanley Ramirez's first career 4-hit, 4 RBI game. Our man Pedro Gomez talking to the Dodgers manager, Don Mattingly, about one tumultuous season.
Been crazy. Obviously, we had a great team. Spring training, a lot of expectation, and not a very good start, right? And really rough in the middle, but our guys got healthy. We start playing. The coaching staff, for me, was tremendous. They stuck together, kept working, stayed the course, and here we come. It feels so much better that we've had to fight this much.
It's awesome. Those guys are so great, man. It's just, it's a good run, and we got to keep it going, but for right now, we're going to enjoy it.
Well, it's been a little bit since I've been in the playoffs, so this will be a lot of fun. I got a taste of it, and it was fun. It got me to understand a little bit of the adrenaline and everything that goes with it, so I'll be better prepared this time.
We've been through our ups and downs the last couple of years, but it's one where you really realize what's most important. That's just winning, going out there, figuring out a way. Everyone wants to go out there and play and be the main guy, but sometimes just winning takes precedent to that. And that's just a testament, and I think a case for a lot of guys this year on this team is, everyone wants to go out there and be that big guy, but sometimes it's the other route that helps this team win, and that's the way it goes this year.
Dodgers are just the 3rd team since 1969 to win a division title after being in last place in July or later. Dodgers first team since the '89 Blue Jays to win the division title after being at least 12 games under 500 at some point during the year. Rick, if at the start of the season people had said to you Dodgers are going to win the West, you wouldn't be that surprised, but considering the way they did it, it does feel a bit surprising.
It's amazing. We were back in June talking about Don Mattingly possibly being the first manager fired, and now you're talking about him being the manager of the first team to clinch a postseason spot. I think back to when we were doing a Monday Night Baseball game there on June the 24th. All of the talk in the papers was he was going to lose his job. I walked into his office, and the same face was on him that day as it was when I saw him in spring training with all the expectation and the great team. And when that's the image that you send down from the top, when leadership has that type of attitude, all they had to do was get healthy. Ryu went out there and pitched a great game. They got some offense from Puig when he came up from Double-A, and everything came together.
I mean, another thing, Ned Connelly, getting Ricky Nolasco right away. He didn't wait till July 31st. Moving Jansen to the bullpen, to the closer's role. And Hanley Ramirez. I mean, this guy has 30 home runs, 101 RBIs since he's been in L.A. He's playing shortstop. His defense is very underrated. He's been playing great defense. Uribe at 3rd, Ellis. They have a lot of pieces. This started also August 25th, 2012, when they got Gonzalez, Crawford, Beckett, and Punto. I mean, Great job by the Dodgers. Early in the season, I didn't give him a chance because there were too many superstars for me that I thought he wasn't going to click. I tip my hat to them. Great job by the Dodgers.
Two former Dodgers here, by the way. So
yeah.
They're celebrating on the inside. Now, let's not talk about that celebration, guys, because Willie Bloomquist, he said this: they had a lot of veteran players on their team. I thought they had more class than that. They earned it on the field, they played well, and you tip your cap to them. But like I said, that's class. He's referring to the fact they're jumping into the pool at another team's ballpark. You got an issue with that, Rick?
I have absolutely no problem with that. They're on the road. The game's late at night. There's absolutely nowhere to go. Hey, somebody said that the neighbor's got a pool. I'm going to go enjoy him. And you know what? I have a lot of respect for Willie, too. And I would imagine after a game like that, you watch him celebrate, you're frustrated that your team didn't win it. They had a chance to win it. You know, somebody catches you at the wrong time. Yeah, I'm not happy about that, but I have no problem with it.
I mean, since June, the Dodgers are the best team in the big leagues. They took over that division. They took over the Diamondbacks. They had a shot to win the West. They didn't do it. I have no problems with them going into the pool. I mean, it's part of baseball. I mean, back in the day, there was no pools. Probably when you won in '81, you would have jumped into the pool, whatever you clinched. In 2004, we clinched in L.A. There were no pools, so I had no problems with that.
I'll say this: there may not have been a pool when this guy was around, but I'm sure you guys still celebrated pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Probably a lot more than what they were doing there.
Oh, yeah. Dodgers punched their ticket, so did another team over the American League.
G-Rated, it's still here. No innuendo.
Orioles facing the Reds.
All right. So you just saw from the Dodgers, who are the hottest team in baseball, pulling it off when everyone had left them for dead back in, what was it, June and July, and they went on a 43 out of 50 game win streak. Hey, welcome to Talk Radio on the OMSR. I am your host, Will, the alternative ESPN Sports Thrill, coming to you from the giant man cave set, the vaulted ceilings. Hopefully, why do we have this? Oh, right, we're modeling in there. Okay. Just a reminder, this is a show, talk radio version. Beauty of it is, always keep it short and sweet. But I abide by the DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Covers fair use, standard, minimal use, and derivatives. So being a pro bono sports show, absolutely. All the highlights courtesy to ESPN and MLB. Everything else to the OMSR. Now the issue being, towards the end of this, was that a classless act? I ask all of you out there, to the individuals, part of the collective of the Tubosphere sports crowd? No. Was it tacky and in poor taste? Yeah. But that's LA. You know, being in SoCal, West San Fan, these things, you know, if something like that were to happen, the best way I could say it would be probably having something to do with LA. Not capping on people here. I'm not from here, but things are the way they are here, and it's unique in good and bad ways. So, I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have made such a spectacle of it, you know, frankly. Well, the question really is, why is there a pool there in the stadium within the infield that you have access to? Is that like the only stadium like that? Again, the reason I've been doing this off and on throughout the year, a couple times a week, so you can see the progression of teams, the evolution of, so that when the playoffs come, when everybody else comes on board, and they're like, well, why is this team this record? And so forth and so on. Well, yeah, you've been watching this channel, you would know. All right, speaking of that, thanks for watching. No silly DUIs while you're out there. Got more who clinched, who's in the running, all day today. Taking a break from the news. All right, later days and more signature plays.